Hello, I'm Father Andrew. I'm the vicar at St Mary's Church here in East Preston, and it's fabulous to be with you for your Christmas celebrations again this year. Sadly, this year, big difference, and Christmas is all very strange. It's rather odd. But then the first Christmas was rather odd and strange too. For a start, very few people realised it was Christmas. Very few people realised that something significant was happening. Mary and Joseph turned up at Bethlehem to be registered to pay some tax, but because Bethlehem was full, they ended up in a shed, and that's where the baby Jesus was born. But very few people realised how significant that was. If the innkeeper had realised how significant the baby was, Mary and Joseph would have had the honeymoon suite. They would have had a jacuzzi. They would have had plates and bowls of fruit. They would have had the best midwives available. If the crowds, the other people coming to be registered to pay tax, if they had realised the significance of the baby, there would have been a queue round the block to see the baby Jesus. There would have been presents galore. There would have been photographs in all the local newspapers. If the mayor of Bethlehem and the VIPs had realised the significance of the baby, there would have been an ambassadorial reception to end all receptions. Gallons of champagne and all those Ferrero Rocher chocolates made into a pyramid and carried round. In fact, the people who did realise that something important was going on were some smelly outcast shepherds, some foreigners from a different religion, and of course, Mum and Dad. Now, shepherds were very important people. If you wanted to wear wool or eat lamb chops, shepherds were very important. But their job meant very unsociable hours. They had to spend all the time, all day and all night looking after the sheep, which meant they couldn't come to church and they couldn't get to a shower either. These people were not top of the list of people you wanted to invite to your party. But Jesus' ancestor, King David, had been a shepherd, and God was talked about as the shepherd of Israel. So maybe it was only right that the first people that should hear the good news about the significance of the baby were shepherds. Now, the Magi, or the wise men, were foreigners from a long way off, a different language, a different religion. They'd followed a star, they'd been guided to see. They weren't quite sure what. All they knew was they would meet a VIP, a very important person. What they weren't expecting was a VIB, a very important baby. In fact, they turned up at King Herod's palace because they thought a king must surely be born in a palace. So they got what they weren't quite expecting. So the first Christmas was a bit strange and a bit unusual. This year will be a bit strange and a bit unusual, but a lot of things will still be the same. The same carols that we sing, the same stories that we tell, the same Christmas cards, the same decorations, the same sense of excitement. And still, at the heart of Christmas is the VIB, the very important baby. So whatever we're doing to celebrate this Christmas this year, let's not forget to have a sneak peek into the manger and look at the baby Jesus, and remember that Jesus is the reason for the season. So may the joy of the angels, the eagerness of the shepherds, the perseverance of the wise men, the obedience of Joseph and Mary, and the peace of the Christ child be yours this Christmas. Have a fabulous Christmas, and I hope we'll meet again face to face very soon. God bless.